India News 24-hour.
Thousands belonging to a minority Muslim community in China's Xinjiang province have allegedly been whisked off to and detained in state-owned political indoctrination centers as the government cracks down on growing Islamic terrorism in the country, the Associated Press AP said in a report. Over the past year, mass disappearance of Uyghur Muslims has instilled fear in the hearts of the marginalized ethnic community, which has been influenced by radical Islamic extremism, claims the government. Inhabited by 10 million Turkic-speaking Uyghurs, Xinjiang's Uyghur Autonomous Region now resembles a police state, with foot patrols, armored vehicles and round-the-clock surveillance tracking their every move. Reuters representational image. Under the pretext of rooting out terrorism, the Chinese government has adopted a strike-hard campaign following a series of attacks in 2013 and 2014 carried out by Uyghur separatists. The Communist Party has banned fasting during Ramzan, forbidden azan in state-sanctioned mosques, prohibited long beards and Islamic headwear and restricted use of the Turkic language. Harsh punishments are imposed for refusing to watch state TV or radio programs. The government has also adopted sophisticated surveillance systems, including a biometric data collection program which collates three-dimensional portraits, voice prints, DNA and fingerprints, the AP report said. If we don't do this, it will be like several years ago, hundreds will die, propaganda official Bao Chenghui told AP. Reuters representational image. Earlier in April, the Human Rights Watch condemned the move to ban dozens of Muslim names like Saddam and Jihad on the grounds that they could exaggerate religious fervor. Children with banned names will not have access to public schools and other social benefits. The Communist Party has denied allegations of religious discrimination, instead pointing to decades of economic investment in Xinjiang and concerted efforts, such as preferential college admissions, to bring the Uyghur population into the mainstream. It is a well-documented fact that Uyghur Muslims have been fighting alongside the Taliban in Afghanistan and also joined ISIS and Al-Qaeda in Syria and Iraq. However, Beijing has not offered any concrete evidence of a foreign-directed terrorist organization working against the Chinese state that would warrant the crackdown on ethnic Uyghurs in Xinjiang. Reuters representational image. Even as it takes a hardline stance on perceived Islamic extremism at home, China remains mostly aloof to reports of terrorist safe havens being nurtured by all-weatherly Pakistan. Despite mounting pressure from the U.S., Islamabad has refused to step up its fight against terrorism and allows terror groups like the Haqqani Network, Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed to operate freely from its soil, the Trump administration said in a censorious report in July. After endorsing the Shaman Declaration at the BRICS Summit 2017, which expressed concern for the first time on several Pakistan-based terror groups, China quickly backpedaled and attested to Islamabad's clear conscience and great sacrifices in its counter-terror efforts. China has repeatedly blocked India's move to designate GEM chief Masood Azhar as a global terrorist at the UN Security Council and also opposed calls for sanctions against 2,611 mastermind Hafiz Saeed. Hitting out at Beijing's double standards on combating terrorism, India had said such actions only undermined the international community's resolve to fight terror. Reuters representational image. This, in spite of concerns about terror groups in Pakistan that Chinese intelligence believes H's links to East Turkestan Islamic movement, an influential separatist group in Uyghur culture that has been designated as a terror outfit by the US and Britain. Meanwhile, Uyghur Muslims continue to live in the shadow of fear in Xinjiang, under a government that all but views them as the enemy. Big Brother is watching. Originally published in the Times of India, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit.